The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Now, some of you don't know me. Get to know me. Why? I can change your life. Now, understand there's a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to take notes on. Tab and pen time. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write it down. I got the nickname of the Godfather of Credit in KNX Radio. Been on that station in my own show for about 49 years. So the goal is to get you to millionaire at least, maybe to billionaire. Now, I know you're here about status update. If you're being analyzed today, you got one of these in the email yesterday, and you had someone call you as well. See, I like to bug you. Want to email you, want to call you, put you online, and talk to you personally. What a concept. Now, this is live. You got a question, write it down. Type it. See, the goal would be, how do we get to where we want to really go? Most of you are 45 to 70 years old. That's right. So the reality is you've had your assets kicked. You've had your friend, family member kind of rip you off, some of them, and then you try to do this and that. And you got stuck in between all that. Now we're here to see if I can rebuild you my way. Now, there's no pictures, there's no recording. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you right up front. So the bottom line is very simple. As we do this today, our goal is to get you past go. So let's understand something. There will be a page I take a picture. Now, that's me, 1981. I'm a person that achieves every goal I've ever had. Everything I touch turns to gold since I was about 4 years old, when I challenged God, to be honest with you. You see, I didn't get a family or a mommy and a daddy. I got to eat out of a trash can. Well, my mommy threw me in a trash can when I was born, by the way. She didn't want me. She wanted a little girl. Well, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. So understand, every time you hear somebody say white man can't jump, it's kind of stupid to me, since I hold the record for the fastest and highest kick on planet Earth in the first place. I was kicking the door jam at 10, and then the basketball hoop when I was 14 and a half years old. So today, let's talk about some goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies? Goodies are yachts, race boats, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions. Why not? I obtained them. Do you realize I built my first mansion when I was 16 and a half years old in Nellie, California? It was only 16,000 square feet. So we can play. Now, I need you to take a tablet today. All right, and I want you to turn it this way, okay? So I need you to turn that piece of paper this way right here. So go ahead, do it right now. I'm going to give you some rules and tools that no one ever gave you. I'm going to help you get what I call past go, if you allow me to. So let's understand something today. If you look around your city or your state, no matter where you live in all the 50 states we have, you're going to find that banks are closing locations. All right, because they bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. 6 of them got together to buy it. No problem. So I want you to understand that process. Now, some of you have a business or a corporation. Well, I'm going to say, oh, goody for you. Problem is, you didn't get where you want to go. I want to show you the way you can actually get to this first million. So I need you to follow through. Now, let's understand. Let's look at Bank of America. They announced 9 weeks ago they're going to shut down 500 more locations because they don't need them anymore. So let's understand, their parent company has a branch. That branch is a corporation to corporation. They call it a subsidiary. So this corporation owns the assets of this corporation. When they bankrupt it, they wipe out a 100-year lease, but they take the assets and the money and they walk away. So understand that. A corporation is a legal person. We should write it down and circle it about 10 times. On this side over here, I want to show you what you should have done since day one. This is what you should have done, but unfortunately, nobody taught you how to play the game of business, but I will. A corporation, let's say you have one today. All right, I want you to have 3 divisions of you. Write down divisions of you, which means divisions of you, by the way, which is not me. We have the chance to have multiple chances to try. Unfortunately, most of you use your personal credit to start a business, jack it up, and screw it up. The next thing is you didn't know what a division of you is, so you keep bringing the pain home. So let's see if we can get past this today, okay? So let's understand banks, grocery stores, and cities, okay, all file bankruptcy, all right, and basically keep the assets and the money, and they do it in front of you. Some of you complain about rich and famous people. I would tell you to shut up and join them, but that's just me. I'm direct, so don't ever take it personally. Like a Geico company. That's Warren Buffett's company, one of them. 11 cities file bankruptcy. So what is the first goal today is we want to repackage you and analyze you and get you the information you've been lacking all along. So we write down first on that tablet again, stop bringing the pain home. It's easier said than done. Now understand, this means you probably took your personal credit, you jacked it up, got stuck, you couldn't get any more, you backed yourself in a corner, you hawked your house and hurt you and your family. And that's the reality of life. Unfortunately, what you should have done is never brought the pain home. I want to tell you to write down never bring the pain home or stop doing it. Then I want to give you a solution. Is that okay? The reality is pretty simple. Next, I need you to be a CFO for your family, Chief Financial Officer, which you need to be, and for your business as well. That's the ultimate goal. The mindset now is millionaire. Write down, I will be a millionaire corporation. See, that's the goal. You have to understand. I knew I'd do that at 3 years old, by the way. 3.5 years old, I knew that. Well, I did it at 14. So the difference is, what did you do at 14? I already brought in my first $1 million and had 3 patents, and I invented 3 things already, making money. See, I wanted out of hell, but I understand. I'm going to tell you the first thing you have to do is look behind the curtain. That means you don't have to dissect things. You've been hiring other people to do things, and the reality is you get your assets kicked, all right, when they basically don't follow through. And that's what happens to you. Well, there goes that rhyming thing I do all the time. So understand, we have the ability to change our lives. All right, I want to show you exactly what I did and how I did it when I was 9.5 years old. After going to the library next to the Torrance Police Department, and I asked the question, all right, what does this mean? She was kind of rude. I created a blueprint, all right, when I was 9.5 years old. I wrote down Blueprint for Success. I own the rights to that since I was 11. And then I wrote down See It, Believe It, Go Get It. Okay, I've always been a weird person at the time because I was like always 20 years ahead of everyone else. So I would like you to write down See It, Believe It, Go Get It as your whole thing. And I want you to understand how I changed the blueprint of that every step of the way to get to billion, which I did at 26 years old, by the way, through corporate structure. So today, if you want to get to millionaire status, I need you to watch this whole presentation that's live. You can ask all the questions you want. No problem at all. All right. And if you don't want to just watch that part, I appreciate you being here, but I got a chance for 900 people to help them. And I'm going to take that opportunity. Okay. If all you want to do is go to your analyzation, your schedule today, and go through this, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, come back in about 45 minutes. You see, I think you need every bit of information I can give you today. And that would be the ultimate goal. So again, all right, I'd like to have you listen and learn. Now, for me, it was rags to riches, from trash can, all right, to get to be with Mrs. Hope, she-devil from hell. So I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you and family like most of you did. Okay, so let's understand. I want to introduce you to Billy that I met right outside Bank of America laying on the ground. Billy had the same problem most people do. They jacked up his credit. He was feeling sorry for himself. Billy has no credit at all. All he has is collection, what I call collection crap. What did I do for Billy? So what I'd like to do for you, just in case all your credit cards are jacked up, I'll show you exactly what needs to be done. The ultimate goal. You see, you have nothing to lose to listen, but everything to gain. Take a picture of this page. That's right. All right, there will be a page or two. I'll say take a picture. This is supply credit that can be obtained through a corporation to turn it into cash. That's right, into cash. So if you were jacked up here 100%, how are you going to get out under jacked up? Win the lottery, get a raise, what do you have to do? So what did I do? As Billy's an example for you, all right, I got him $51,000 of credit. That way he could balance his debt. Make sense? You might need the same thing as well. Now, if you have collection items, I know when you watch TikTok, Google, YouTube, you got a bunch of ding-dongs saying, oh, you can remove this and this and that. Great. A collection item, you can remove it, yes. But if it's still open, they're going to hit your credit report again and again and again. You got 5 ways to kill a debt. Write down 5 ways to kill a debt. Now, some of you might have a problem with the IRS. You don't file tax returns or you're late or something. IRS has a form, so let's write it down. All right, it is basically a 656 of 433A and B. So there's a solution here to rebuild you. You've tried everything else in the past and didn't work. That's why you're here today. Okay, you need to get past go. All right, so let's understand something. Many years ago, there was an organization called TRW. It was basically Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts, also going to California. Okay, their security chief, when they wanted information business, and they became a Spearing in '96. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, their security chief, behind the scenes. So understand, all your credit cards, I need you to write down this procedure. So let's understand. You're going to put a sticky in the back of your card. We're going to dummy proof this. We're going to write down the limit of a credit card. What is 25? What is 29%? You see, between 25 and 29%, it's in the green. If you hit basically 30, it's yellow, 50 is red. That's how I set it up in the first place. So let's understand today. I'm going to work my tail off for you and with you, and I need you to be part of the program. I want to get you to 750. Do you understand that? I don't want you to bring the score down ever again. You brought it down because you had an emergency or you weren't paying attention, and that's just the way life is sometimes. So let's understand what we get to do. All right. All cards fluctuate. Let's write it down. All cards fluctuate, but these two don't. So if these all fluctuate and we jack them up, we dropped our score, got stuck, couldn't get any more, backed yourself in a corner. If we have an emergency, we use these cards. They're unlimited up to $1 million. So what do? So understand, as long as you maintain a payment. Hell, you can have this card, pay this card. So the reality is you don't have to ever screw up. That's how you maintain the 750. I will guarantee to get you there 100% if you do what you're told to do. If I don't, I'll hand you the keys to a $1 million Lamborghini, okay? And it's yours for free. I'll even fill up the tank for you. All right, so understand, in '96, Hesperian was born. When I drew the first one of these, it was good, fair, what I called hell no. So I want you to understand mentally, all right, why you kind of screwed up your credit. You didn't know any better. No one taught you how to play the game. 750 is our goal. So now I need you to make some phone calls. All right, now I want you to do certain things in the near future, like tomorrow. I want you to think about removing. What happens, you have to disconnect the dots. I wrote books about connecting the dots and disconnecting the dots. Credit bureaus, Spear & Treasury, Equifax, Credit Karma, whatever. I need you to remove addresses, employment, and phone numbers. Okay? If you don't do this, you're going to be able to verify you faster and quicker. It's a quicker picker-upper, okay? So those are things I need you to do, so write it down. Next, we're going to plan the problem. That's right. If you would have planned the problem in the first place, you would have known what card to jack up and not screw up. Problem is you didn't plan the problem, and you got your assets kicked. So again, now I need you to write down irs.gov. Why? Because I need you to open an IRS account. I need you to watch your tax returns to make sure they're current. All right, if I pop you credit up to $1 million, what I want you to do is play, but I want to make sure you don't screw it up, okay? Now, there's a creditor, one or two. We're going to send you a form. I want you to write down 4506T, 4506C. Write it down. I want you to be prepared if they email you that form and mail it to you, because I want to make sure you're not using a CPN, Consumer Private Number. What do we do? You have 75 days left of this year. It's almost over. So we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as you used to be. None of us are. If your intent was to get $150,000 line of credit at Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank, other banks, understand they want a 2-year corporation. They want a 2-year division. So if it's not 2 years, then you have to wait another year after next year. If it's done now, January 1st, it'll be on its 2nd year. So I need you to focus on that. Next, we're going to look at a corporation. It's the only way you can get past what you're going through right now and think about how a corporation is a legal person. It's right there, chapter 18. I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney, but this is what I heard when I was 7.5 years old, listening to a poker game. Okay, I'm 7.5, listening to a poker game at Mrs. Hope's house. Reality is they said a corporation is a legal person. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. I rode my bicycle the next day to the Torrance Police Department. Library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. She didn't think I was serious, that I wanted to know what a corporation as a legal person meant, because I'm 7. I'm just a little kid. All right. 5 minutes later, she did come back and said, here's a microphone. Here's a book. I read the book. You see, the problem is there wasn't a blueprint. All right. The blueprint of success and the steps, rules, and tools. It didn't exist. Today, you can't even find something like my blueprints out there unless you get it through me, period. Now, I want to circle a couple things. Ready? It may sue or be sued. Okay? So the world's trying to tell you that a corporation will protect you, will not. The Supreme Court said corporations are legal people to receive money. A corporation is not taxable till it's profitable. Has nothing to do with protecting you and your assets, because if they sue it, they're going to sue you. So understand that. Corporation is set up correctly. All right, there's ways to protect you as well. Now, here's me. I'm 9.5 years old after 2 years going to the library. Okay, going to the library, what did I do? I sent my $10 away to the Secretary of State of California. $10, that's all it costs. If you spend thousands on a corporation, you killed money. I'm going to say you did something stupid, because corporations are free in all 50 states. So again, understand, all right, it's only a filing fee. Now, I got freaked out at 9.5 when I got 100,000 of credit cards in the mail. $100,000 of credit cards came in the mail, literally. Okay, Mrs. Hope thought I was from a different planet. I got named to the movie Dave. Check it out. Next, at 12.5, I got in trouble. I got in trouble because I started the Orange County Blind Center. Okay, why? Because I used the word Braille. Braille belongs to the Braille Institution. I had to learn about trade name, trademark, and copyrights, okay? So again, there's a lot to learn to get to where you want to go. What is our ultimate goal? Never bring the pain home. So understand something. As a little kid, they kept saying, you know, put your ducks in a row. I asked what it meant. They came back and went, me. See, I thought the grown-ups were stupid when I was a little kid. When I grew up, I realized most of them were stupid. Okay, our goal is to never bring the pain home. Now, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. You're not stupid, but did you ever feel stupid or do stupid? All right, when I don't master something, I feel stupid. Okay, I have to master what I do completely 100%. When I got tested at T-Week of junior high, they realized I have total recall and I have an IQ of 203 with perfect, basically, brain. Okay, that was just it. It used to freak them all out. I just thought they were stupid. So we're going to do plan A. Plan B is for losers. Since I was a little kid, I kept saying I'm one of the few, not one of the many. You might want to write it down as well, unless you want to be like everybody else. What I had to do is create a way to be a CFO. I need you to understand, I need you to be a CFO at home, and I need you to be a CFO at the business. I need you to understand auto income, so write down auto income. You're going to have to learn how to balance this correctly and quit kind of screwing up. I think you've all made some mistakes. We all have. So what do we do next? Now, if you want, I've been advertising 49 years, radio, TV, my own shows, everything else, and I've been online or in person, all right, 6 days a week for 47 years. Online or in person, helping people like you. If you want, you can play all day today or tomorrow, but it's up to you. But I want to teach you how to get some goodies. Then I want to teach you how to keep them, but it's your choice. Remember, Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit, that's me, and raisecredit.com. So my goal was, if you allow me to, is to repackage you kind of like Humpty Dumpty. I want to put you together my way for a while. In other words, you tried your way, whatever age you are today, let me take over for the next 3 to 6 months. That's all I'm asking for, 3 to 6 months. Okay, if I can't change your life in that time, then I don't know what I'm talking about. I've only been able to do that for 50 million people so far. So goals like coaching. Everyone in coaching gets to 1 to 5 million. No problem. That's their ultimate goal. As we position, my next question to you is, what is your actual goal? Okay, let's understand what your goal is. Okay, let's say I gave you $1 million today. What would you do with it? Half of you are going to say, I want to buy a house or car. I'd say stop. I'd say reference 3 times 5. See, reference 3 times 5. I have trained so many rich and famous people how to get richer and more famous over the last 47 years. My clients are anywhere from Sugar Ray Mosley to Oscar. All right, didn't matter if it was Shaq, didn't matter if it's rich and famous, didn't matter if it's Arnold, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, all these silly people. So what is your actual goal? I would like to have you to take your goal and your list. If you have a list, that's great. I want you to put yours aside and do mine for a while. Okay, because I don't think you've actually accomplished your goals that you want to yet. Your goal should be, all right, 10,000 a month, 50, 100,000 monthly. That's only $1.2 million. So in other words, our goal should be based on money. Goal should be money, because why? That's what pays the bills and gets that crap off your shoulders and off your back. I'm 17 at the time. I got 22,000 payphones. I got 19 houses. They tell me no, so I put them in my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem, and I invented divisions. I'm one of those guys, when you tell me no, I'll figure a way and I'll create a way, legitimately, legally, and I'll set up laws and everything else. And that's what I've done all my life. If you want to make $1,000 today, day's not over. All you have to do is make a list of people you know who could have their credit rebuilt, or a corporation, and get them in a program where, team up with one of our specialists. I'll pay you 20% to do so. But I'd like to sell it to your corporation, not you. That way you don't have to pay tax till you're profitable. Again, how to receive money the right way. As we do this, let's understand. I'm a person that looks in the mirror. All right, let's understand. I'm 2.5 years old, getting abused every morning at 2:30 in the morning. I learned one thing, crying my eyes out, looking in the mirror, that if I got up at 2:25, the abuser couldn't get me. I've done that all my life. I don't need an alarm clock ever since then. I look in the mirror. I put myself in check. The only way to get myself out of hell was me. That was it, to get out of hell. I looked in the mirror. Let's see about you. What did you do yesterday, today, any different than you're going to do tomorrow? I would tell you to get up an hour earlier to find me time. I would tell you come Monday morning, what we want to do is get the new list that comes out every Monday at 6:12 in the morning. 6:12. This is a list for repos of boats, cars, house, apartment complex, duplex. The probate list comes out. Divorce, bankruptcy list. Maybe you want to sell computers or supply vendor credit. I don't know. I would like to set your corporation my way with $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, supply and vendor money. I would like to basically take over your corporation for 36 months, all right, with you, for you, and turn it into $10 million. I do that all the time, by the way. All right. I have a 99% success rate. The only 1% is because that person didn't do what they were told to do. So I don't want you to think. I just want you to do what I tell you to do. Now, if we're going to think about properties or other things we're trying to do, maybe we're going to get that DSCR loans, maybe 203K, maybe nonprofit. But again, I teach people how to get into business, but I do a lot of work for them. See, I like boring businesses, and we're going to explain what I call a boring business. So later today, I'd like someone to drive you around your city. I want someone to drive you in the passenger side, and I want you to look around you. On any busy street, you will find apartment complex, storage units, gas stations, Wendy's, anywhere from a laundromat or dry clean every 6 miles. My next question is, you pull that visor down, look in the mirror, and basically say, why the hell don't I own those? My question to you is, why don't you own them? I wrote books on laundromats, dry cleaning, all right, storage units, and real estate for years. I like boring business. I don't want to run a business. I just want to be the damn bank. And that's what I did to create $2.6 billion of corporate structure at 26. So let's see if we want to play my way just a little bit as we play this game. And understand, winning the game of business. That was my first series 47 years ago. So these things I want you to focus on become the bank. I don't want you to run a damn business. That'll get you that $100,000 to $1 million a month. Would that be okay? I have a system that locates these things for people all the time. So I can even find locations for you, get you through the escrow, and you just receive money. You don't have to think. You just get to do. But that'll be up to you as well. So the goal is to get the first keys of anything, the keys. So you own it, you're the bank. That's the goal. So let's talk about you. I would like to blueprint you. What does that mean? That means I'd like to get on the phone with you or Zoom. I'd like to have you and your partner of life, probably your spouse, on the phone for an hour. I would like to blueprint your past, present, and future. Okay, look at your past, your present, and let me build your future. You had your chance, you're fired, let me do it now. I'm going to take over. Is that okay? We're going to look at if you have a credit problem. Do you have an American Express or Chase? You ever screwed them up? Do you have a credit problem? Do you have a tax problem? All right, did you file bankruptcy? Any of the good, bad, and the ugly. Then we're going to look at family, if we have family to protect. We're going to look at corporation. Do you have divisions set up? From there, we're going to look at irrevocable trust. If I'm going to rebuild you to plan to get to million to billion, I need you to plan to die too. I know it's kind of weird. I want you to plan to die as you plan to live. Car is going to be through a division of a corporation from now on. Your current house, you did escrow, close, homestead, trust. Oh, you forgot the homestead and the trust. Okay. Well, if when they sue you, they screw you out of your house. So if you're dead, it gets stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squat. From now on, you're going to buy houses through the trust. Write it down. Auto income, which I created as a kid. Cash flow for your time in my first book series 47 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. Someone tried to steal that out of my book. So what are we going to do? 1 hour on the phone with me and your partner of life, if you got the guts to do this. From there, we're going to do some coaching with you. We're going to play. We're going to win the game. Now, I want you to take a picture. Every one of these businesses I've done in the past, current, and I do now. Now. I don't want to run them. I just want to be the damn bank. That's me. Every division is a bucket of money. So you're going to learn about buckets of money. Got it? From here, as we play this game, give an example. This is Glenn. He feels sorry for himself for 3 years living in his Pinto car on the street, by the way. And his son had to do the same thing. I got to the point, no, I had to drag him to the boot camps. So here's a brand new business doing $1 million a year, brand new house, brand new truck. We look at people coming out of prison. Give you an example. Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross, $3 million in credit cards. Okay? We built him after 20 years in prison. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. It took me only 6 months to get his brand new business started, doing $5 million a year with brand new dump trucks. So again, Michael, God rest his soul. All right, we have Arnold. All right, we have a president. We actually have 2 presidents of the United States of America, I incorporated. But again, Ronald Reagan, I did 2 corps long time ago. Nancy just said, just say no. I'm the one who did what's called Teach Our Children, became the DARE program. If you don't know that yet, you'll learn that. Mama's sweet, Fishbone's okay. We do this, we have Costner. We have Giovanni for Pixar. Okay, we got college professors. All right, we got Superman for Gold's Gym. We got Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul. We have her, she does her videos, got her $1 million too. What is my point? No matter where you come from, I can repackage you if you listen and do what I ask you to do, but it's up to you. Okay, I can't force you to follow through, but I'd like to get you to just pay attention and get you to millionaire. And yes, I've incorporated rich and famous Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels as well. What I believe you did, you had an idea to start a business or something, and you let the world kind of kick your assets. You said, honey, we're going to start a business, okay, with your friends and family. And what did you do? You jacked up the credit cards. You dropped the score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. You hawked your house, and you brought the pain to you and your family. I'm sorry, but I call that silly and dumb. You never had to do that in the first place. You did it because you didn't understand how to play the game to win. But we're going to see if we can correct that today. Always write down, never bring the pain home. Now, if you let me add it to my credit system, all right, I can show you what I set up and how I got that $5 million mansion right there. in Huntington Harbor, and one's on all 5 islands as well. Having fun, because that's one of my houses. Got it? All right. See, what's called the Reynolds University in 2009, 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum, 1 Technology Drive. World's going great. I'm helping people. Okay. Everything's going good. From here, I have the winning of the credit game. All right. And I have basically winning the game of business, what I'm helping people do. All right. Again, page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow, free up your time. I own the rights to that. Now, there is 1,000 steps you're going to have to learn to master. And I mean master, not just do them, not just hire people. You're going to have to learn to get your hands dirty and understand how this works. Okay, all right, because I'm going to help you. If I'm going to do all the work for you, I need you to understand it. Okay, there's 1,000 steps. The Millionaires Founders Kit has all 1,000 steps. This was the blueprint for success on the radio show and TV show for years. Okay, I sold this whole system for $5,000 at the Bonaventure in Los Angeles for 32 years for $5,000 a set. Now, there's me. All right, we're $3.7 billion of corporate structure in 2009, July 5th. July 4th, the night before, we took one of my 3 yachts in the harbor, watched the fireworks with a group of people. Okay, one had a virus, didn't tell anybody. Next day, I am in a coma. My wife's freaking out. She calls the office. Very simple. He says he's in a coma. They say he's going to die. Okay, Ron, my district manager, drives a U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. That's right, steal. My IT manager, all right, literally sold my websites and phone numbers because I have 50 million people in it to a porn site. So the people that you think are going to help you are going to screw you when you're dead or laying there ready to die. So just be careful. Never call the phone number on the CDs. It's a porn site to this day. Okay, so this is what happened to me. Now, I got a choice when I come out of the coma. God give me a second chance to come back. But I have everything that's been stolen. Okay, my tax attorney tricked my wife to sign a POA. He stole everything he could. So what do? If you don't have a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, you might want a copy. The office sells it for $499. And that's pretty simple. So for $499, they'll give you a copy of Millionaires Founders Kit. If you did it during this webinar, within the next 20 minutes, of course, it's going to be $299. It's a giveaway for you. But again, it has to be done live here with me because I don't get a paycheck or a commission. Now, understand, I have this event coming up. I didn't want to do one, but I got a TV show coming up next year, and I need an audience to film one of the first shows. So if you want to come in person, you can, or you can be online. It's going to be up to you. Okay, we call it the 3-day summit. So this means, write it down, October 25th, 26th, 27th, 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon for 3 days. We're going to go through the 18 books and CDs hand on hand, and we're going to go through the computer, fill out applications. We're going to do Dun & Bradstreet, we're going to do tax IDs, daisy chaining, and divisions all over the place. So you're going to need to bring your computer or have it if you're at home ready to go with me as well. You'll need 2 computers at home, one to watch me and one to play with as I teach you to do things. This is hands-on. This is free if you were to join coaching today. If you join coaching today, basically as a new coaching person, you get it for free. If not, you just get that class, the 3 days by itself. So this is the real estate system I developed for my billionaire clients, all right, holding $2.2 billion in real estate. Financial series, Become the Bank, Buckets Money Tax Balancing. Sold these each for $10,000 a set in the past. Okay, literally, it's just phenomenal. The office will sell this to you if you want it for $1,000. I give it away for $499 if you want it. Now, all these books and CDs are free if you join me at the 3-day summit. Okay, online or in person. If you don't have them already, they're going to give them away when you sign up. What's going to happen here is you're going to take a picture of this so you know exactly how much it would cost to get it if you just bought the 3-day summit and didn't get it as a bonus. Now, I'm doubling the credit if it's done during this webinar. If not, it's usually 50, 25, and 10. So what happens for as little as $2,000, books and CDs, and a phone call with me, you and I privately, then from there, level 1, 2, and 3, and specialty class for 90 days. It's a giveaway. So again, what do we need? I need an audience. All right, it's going to be there. Also being filmed, sign and release. You're going to be on TV. All right. So if you want 100,000 a day, it's $5,000. You want basically 50, it's 3. 25 is 2. Office is going to give you 50, 25, and 10. If it was done during this webinar only, you get double the credit. All right, that's how it works. Now, take a picture here. I always want you to have information that you need right away. For instance, your banks got together, all 6 of the big large ones, July 6, 2022. They bought Zelle together. So that way you don't need branches anymore because, deposits and transferring money. So Zelle is ray@raisecredit.com, and then recipient Ray Reynolds, that'll just pop up. So that's how you would Zelle money during this broadcast with me. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I got my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half years old. I bought it from an auction. All right, I didn't go to high school. I was at Orange Coast College at 14 and a half. High school would have been a waste of my friggin' time. I'd like to repackage you my way. I'd like you to understand I analyzed every client since day one. Over 50 million people I've analyzed myself personally. So this means if you do what you're told to do, okay, be as nice as I can and direct, I will get you 750 in 90 days. The office is going to say one of my call centers 3 to 6 months. Once I analyze you, I can tighten it to 90 days. Again, then you're serious about doing this. The analyzation is on Friday and Saturday. Friday it's at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. You're here now. Or Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'm going to guarantee in writing what I say I can do 100%. I carry a $2 million insurance policy. I know these other ones have $1 million, whatever, but again, we'll talk about that scam company as well. So I will do what I say I'm going to do 100%. And I tell you the rules and tools right in front of you. Now, you have to be part of the program. Okay, I don't have a magic wand. Mine's broken. It don't work, okay? In other words, the bullshit meters, I don't have one. So let's understand. Violation, there's only 2 rules to follow. 1, you don't jack up your credit cards during the program, and you don't apply for credit. I will do the applying for you in my dashboards, and I don't want you to crash the rapid rescore that I put in place for you. I've always paid for that for my client up front out of my pocket. You screw it up, you're paying the next one. Is that fair? That's the way it should be, right? So let's write down today's date. Let's focus on 90 working days to get you to a 750 score. Let's focus on 90 working days to get you 25 to 100,000 of cash credit personal business. There's your goal. Let's go get it. From there, there's me in a coma. Sucks. In the coma, I can hear and I visualize everything going around me. And I hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Okay, I died at 5:41 on July 5th. When I got a chance to, they said basically this is another situation, weird, vision, dream, Jesus asking a question, stay in peace or go back. The moment I said go back, the machine went beepity beep. The nurse dropped her clipboard and she says, he's alive. I wish I could have went and go boo. Would have been funny at least. Anyway, so here I was given that second chance. Now, they're going to take away all the excuses. I got born in a taxi, thrown in a trash can. I got moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot and I've been knifed. I don't have any excuses to give you. And if you have any, no thank you. All right, we all get knocked down is my point. I've been in 2 comas. One, I was crippled for life. I was told to get up, I got up. Okay, and the last one, they're working on me, I still got to die and come back while everything was stolen from me. From here, my biggest oh shit day. I'm going to say how I feel. I don't pull punches. My oh shit day 15 years ago, I lost $3.7 billion in one signature. My client emailed in Texas to me, stay away from yachts and fireworks. So let's understand, bullshit doesn't pay our bills. Sorry, this is the way it is. So let's understand debt consolidation. Today's world, debt consolidation is a piece of crap. Okay, it's not like it was the old days on the credit bureau saying consumer credit counseling. That was my company. Okay, again, these are all ripoffs. Okay, literally ripoffs. It's like if you had to think about bankruptcy, you might want to think about sealing your record first so it doesn't show up on your credit file, because bankruptcy doesn't respond, and also it's a court item anyway under the Federal Protection Act, public record. Another way to actually play the game to win. So God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, okay, having houses in all 5 islands, kind of fun. And I need the largest U-Dock because I have 3 yachts. All right, literally 2 race boats, a Duffy, and a bunch of Sea-Doos. The Duffy was for me and my wife on Friday or Saturday nights to go over to Captain Jack's for prime rib and lobster. There you go. Okay, because guess what? You got to enjoy life. The big $80 million building worth $100 million now, the Lamborghini right there, it's yours in the keys if I don't follow through. There you go. Okay, but believe me, I follow through 100% every time. From here, I like Lamborghinis. Okay, now I need you to do some work. I need you to write down driver's license, insurance, registration. All right, you see, I'm going to make sure we package your whole life. Everything you're doing, the way you talk sometimes, I want you to learn how to say things, because every conversation has a double interview. When you write these things down, the greatest thing is you're highly intelligent. God connected us today with you and me, good. But here's your problem: when you get pulled over by a police officer or get in a bumpity bump. I want these changed later today to P.O. Box, all right, or mailbox, etc. I want you to quit giving your personal home address to strangers. It makes no sense. It's the dumbest thing people do every day. Now, we're going to talk about goodies, all under the corporation and divisions. Understand, white men do jump, stupid people say we don't. Very simple. I was kicking the door gym at 10 in the basketball hoop, literally at 14 years old at T. Waco Junior High. From there, I did research after coma, found out my grandfather was Richard Bishop. He didn't give a shit about me either, okay? He won the Olympics in 1932 in gymnastics in Los Angeles. They called him Coach Bishop for Roosevelt High. They even did a movie after him as well. So understand, all right, we can accomplish any goal we have, but it's a mindset. See it, believe it, go get it. The word no does not mean no. You accepted no, and you knew when you heard it, it was not really true. You accepted someone telling you no, and you knew it was not no. You knew they didn't know how. Their lack of stupidity and knowledge got in your way, and you accepted it. We're going to plan the problem, and we're going to write down right now Intuit. Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. I was suing Credit Karma because they kept saying 42%. Wrong. My new dashboards in the near future will be better than what they do, and on top of that, have a 24-hour call center for you to help you. The next thing is LifeLock. I would tell you personally to be careful. I knew the founder of that company when he came out of prison to help him. But again, they've been indicted 6 damn times. Last indictment's $100 million. So LifeLock, $2 million policy, hey, to me, that's just a bunch of crap, in my opinion. Be careful. Credit repair. You have a problem on TikTok. You got a lot of people going blah, 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 blah. Credit repair is fraud. All right, fraud. You ever heard of the Federal Trade Commission? They'll tell you they can't collect money up front. On TikTok, this one's going to charge you $17 and blah, 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 blah. Here's another idiot, literal idiot, saying, I'll teach you the credit repair business. The credit repair cloud was just indicted for that crap. We have the Credit Repair Organization Act. So let's write down Section 611 today. Let's learn what you can do for yourself. Section 611, just Google it. From there, understand how to play. This is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They indicted August 8, 2024, the Credit Repair Cloud, the #1 software bullshit, or you got to repair your credit bullshit. Sorry, it's true. This guy used to work for me years ago. He's now going to have to pay $3 million. This other ding-dong going to teach you how to get in the credit repair business. I guess you're all going to go indicted and go to prison. That's just called stupid. Okay? Now, you have a collection item. Someone say you can remove it. Okay, but it's going to come back if it's not solved the problem. You cannot rip off your creditor. You think you can? The bottom line is no. You might have to man up, woman up, and be responsible. If we plan the problem, and like today, you had a friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands, something didn't work. If we create safety credit, write down safety credit. and we create a line of defense, we'll be able to protect our family. This is a friggin' war. If you're not ready to fight and kick ass and get people out of your way, then you're just a wimp. That's what I've had to do all my life. Okay, you're supposed to be one of the few, not one of the many. Okay, we're not sheep to go to slaughter. Okay, we're supposed to understand how to play. I designed the whole damn system behind the scenes. 0 to 29 is green on all dashboards. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Period. It has never changed, but they didn't teach you this. No one taught you this coming out of school. My new book called Raise Credit Kit is going to be given to every high schooler for free. I'm going to set up their credit file for free, and I'm going to give them their first credit card for free, because I want the next generation not to screw up like you did. They need rules and tools. Got it so far? What is our goal? Never bring the pain home. All right, become that certified CFO if we play correctly. So let's watch once again. Get in your head. All cards fluctuate. The rule is simple. I designed it simple. 25-21% rule is green. Anything above that is yellow or red. These cards don't fluctuate up to $1 million. So that means if you're going to have an emergency, you jack up a damn card, these are the cards you jack up. And your score will never drop below 750. That's the truth, the rules and tools for the last 47 years. So understand, we're going to focus on raise rules. That's how it works. So that $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, $1 million restaurants, hell, I've been obtaining this stuff since I was 14 and a half. Why the hell haven't you? Because you didn't know how to play. What are we going to do? You might have to negotiate a debt. Every time there was a problem, I had to come up with solutions. And I was in the credit system and everything else. Ken Yarbrough, Harold Stokes. They had two problems back in the late 70s. Literally, the 29-25% rule is number one. Next, how do you basically, you're going to buy a house in the escrow. All right, how do we get the score to go up during escrow when you're not allowed to apply for credit? Well, we came up with Rapid Score. I invented Rapid Score almost 40 plus years ago, Rapid Refresh. So what do? It blocks crappy credit, pushes scores up. Score goes up, possibility what's called green lights. So understand that and understand the science behind the madness. We want to analyze you right away. Every analyzation we do, I go through every one of them personally. All right, a rapid rescore blocks crap, pushes scores up. They started at 510. They're currently at a 757. All right, so again, you have to be part of the program. Next, she's got, 561. Then it goes to 651. Up, here's no green lights. What do? Rapid rescore, 750 green lights and build her $1 million of credit. That's what I did for her, which I can do for you. Here's a nice couple. All right, there's only one problem. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask questions. They didn't need a bankruptcy. And it sucks. But the difference is they filed bankruptcy. Listen carefully to my words. You have two other ding-dongs on TikTok. You need a secured card. You need this one and that one. Everything they show is going to drop your score, not build it up. All secured cards do an inquiry but one, Open Sky. If I can't get you a card in my dashboard, which I can usually do out of nothing, all right, I'll tell you Open Sky, $250, spend $25. That's it. Then we'll build you up. Here's a bankruptcy, all right, literally listed 3 friggin' times, and I still got him $500 unsecured. From here, here's 11 collection accounts. Later on the damn car payment, here's, all right, $3,000 to build it up. See, we all have to juggle back and forth to build it back up. We all steal from Peter to pay Paul to make Mary happy. So rapid rescore pushes it up, creates green lights. This is 96 points, all right, in 3 days on the system I developed for the whole world years ago, 40 years ago. So what happens? Now look at every one of these. These people did what they were told to do. Will you? Everyone got 750 and above. I'll guarantee that, all right, as long as you do what you're asked to do. From here, let's understand something, all right? It's towards the end of the year. We are in our third month in the third quarter. So we're going to basically, again, in the third quarter, be in the fourth quarter. If you want a rapid rescore today, during this broadcast, For 90 days, it's $2.99. 6 months, it's $5.98. 12 months, it is basically $9.99 if done during the broadcast. If not, call the office. They will give you their standard price. Do not ask them for my price, because the answer will be no. This is an opportunity, and I'll say Zell, now. You got 10 minutes to get the discounted price. That's as long as you get it. From here, as we play this game, we're here to win. So there's your Zell once again. As we play, if you're not a customer yet, what I want to do first is do a wrapper rescore. Okay, I want to put you class Friday or Saturday or both. I want your focus to be $750, and I want you to allow me to reimburse you for anything you spent. That's right, through personal business credit. We normally charge $999 to do all that, and we basically give you $1,000 back. During a broadcast, all right, I discount it for 50%, $499. Then I give you that card for $500. The goal is to reimburse you for what you spent. 100%. Got it so far? I'm the only one on planet Earth that does that, by the way. With rules and tools, with Ray's rules and tools, you can maintain $750 from now on. If you have a corporation, let me start that and build it for you in the cash credit. I'd like to get you $3 million. Would that be okay? Let me know. If I'm going to rebuild you, all right, I also want you to set up in basically level 1 class Friday or Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. So if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. If you do, we'll build that one. All you'll be paying is your filing fee. So for $999, listen carefully. It's the average person wasting a given month. I'm handing you $5,000 back. I'm going to hand you $5,000 back 5 times your investment. When you invest $24.99, I'm handing you $25,000 of credit, 5 times your investment. What are we going to do? We're going to analyze, create the credit files, so we do the wrapper rescores, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. And that's our ultimate goal, to make you a certified CFO. Take away all the excuses. If that is something you want now, you would Zell. There's your Zell, or you call the office, right when we're done, 800-254-9506. Now, I need you to do some more work. I need you to write down a phone number, 888-567-8687. I need you to understand, you added yourself to the robocalls. You added yourself to the mailing list. You did it, nobody else. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. So if you want to, Cable Bill Corporation, opt out 5 years or a lifetime. It is 888-567-8688. The number's right in front of you. Call it later today. Opt out. Now, what is our goal? Nixon took the gold standard out in 1971. Everybody from there has to do an SS5, even when the baby's born, within 2 hours. So now I need you to write some things down. You ready? I'm willing to sacrifice a division. Write it down. Not to corp in my family. I have no intent to do fraud. That's what I want you to write down. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not to corp in my family. You've been sacrificing you and your family long enough. Those days are over. Okay? I want you to have your cake and eat it too. I want you to learn Ray's rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. That's the goal. All right, now here's the form you filled out. All of you did this at 14 to 16. You did this. Okay, there's an SS5 form. Listen carefully. SS5 equals SSN 1040 tax return. It was set up to track you for your income and tax you. That's what it's set up for in the first place. We're going to look at SS4. They're both IRS. I want you to focus on line 1 here. Okay, it says legal name of entity or individual person. Your bank and grocery store and city bankrupt locations because they have separate tax IDs. You bankrupt you because you don't know any better. The IRS created only one form for credit and banking purposes. That is the SS4. Your Social Security card says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, do not carry with you, but you still do. So understand, if we dissect this form and learn how to play, my system sets up credit refiles in seconds. What does it say on that form? Banking and credit purposes. banking and credit purposes. That's per entity. You've had 3 chances to try, and instead you brought the damn pain home to hurt you and your family. Is that silly or dumb? You tell me. The reality is I think what you should do is learn to play the right way. Now, what do we look at? I have a problem in the 80s and 90s. I built $51 million and $53 million of credit, book after book after book. See, it's like I have to have different books for different colors here. This is my Dun & Bradstreet book, vendor supply credit. Then I have to have my personal one as well. Got to have my personal cards. It's going to be organized. So my 3 books, here's corporation, there's 10 million here, and all these. And then what do? We get another book after book after book. I built 53 million by the time I was done of credit. They started to shrink my limits. What am I going to do? What did I always do? Went back to the library to do my research. I took and created what's called Homestead Blocker, UCC1 Chattel Mortgage. I found out if I loaned at $50,000, this is where I created cash flow for you per time, so pay attention. If I loan at $50,000, I brought in $2,400 positive cash flow. You could actually take the credit a corporation gets and loan it out and create cash flow for you per time. I took my matrix that I created, the first one in Buckets of Money book, $4.6 million, and loaned it out and used basically 41 divisions. Now, by the time I was done in 18 months, I created $190,000 a month. Is that good or bad? So making money is easy. That's why I wrote the book, Become the Bank. Now, the assets behind that were $1.1 billion. That's why I got to the $2.6 billion to $3.7 billion. Okay, corporate structure, of course. Write down credit, loan, and money, please. Credit, loan, and money. So if we take the credit, loan it out, we can make money. What do? If you have a corporation, do not let it do business, because that'd be stupid. When they sue it, they sue you. Corporation should be a what? Management company. All right, line of defense, managing franchise and apartment complex. In case we have an oh shit day. We are to build financial freedom. You're to build $10,000 to $100,000 a month, period. From here, if you needed $25,000 of credit today, all right, during the webinar, it's a discounted price. After webinar, you go to the office, they'll give you the best price they can. If we're looking at $25,000, usually $2,500, give you 10 times your investment. From here, what you get today is $1,499, so write it down. $1,499 for $25,000 of credit, you or your corporation. Only during the webinar. If you needed $50,000, all right, it is $5,000. You get 10 times your money back again. What do we look at? Here we're looking at $2,999 instead of $5,000. If you wanted $100,000 of credit, what do we look at again? Instead of $10,000, you're looking at $4,999. Building credit for you in the corporation. It's always a Zell with me. Very simple. From there, if you have a corp, I'll build it for you or with you. If you don't, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. We will basically stop bringing the pain home. You will put your ducks in a row, and I will repackage you my way for a while. Okay, getting you to the first million. From there, as we play this game, what is a corporation again? Legal person, but it may sue or be sued. What do we look at? We draw the diagram I said earlier today. So this is what's happening in front of you. Banks filing bankruptcy in locations, cities, and grocery stores. Parent company keeps all the money and the assets. Your corporation's allowed 3 divisions of you. 3 of them. You screw up one, go get another one. Again, don't have the intent to do fraud. Division, it's like when I have my shopping centers, which I have in the Shakey's and the Subways and all these things are apartment complexes. What do? Simple. In California, if you went down Golden West to PCH, all those big condos there, I built all those damn things, and I'm the bank on most of them. The bank. Okay, fun. Got a bad location, what am I going to do? I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to have a shitty tenant. I'm going to plan on it. But I'm not going to let them hurt me and my family. Each division is allowed to build cash and supply credit. Cash and supply. So I want you to understand, division lets you set up a line of defense. A line of what? Defense. Once again, please write it down. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the corp and my family. You've been sacrificing you and your family all along. You never had to. Doesn't that suck? You never had to. You did it because you didn't know any better. Write down 3 divisions of me. You can write down 3 divisions of you, which is still me. 5 closet divisions. Now, here's my problem coming out of coma. We're homeless. Everything's stolen. It's like, where do we go? Honey, take me over to Mark's place. His family owns Jewelry Mark off the freeway. No problem. Now I'm walking with an oxygen tank for 11 damn months, learning to breathe again. Okay, no problem. I go in. I said, I'll be right back. Come back out. She says, where's your wedding ring, your Rolex, your necklace, blah, blah, blah. I said, honey, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. Hell, I lied to her today. If I have to protect my family, it's not her problem if I sold my damn Rolex. All right? The wedding ring, I'll get a new one. The goal is to protect the family. But again, what do? Okay, I lost 3.7 billion. I can go like most people do. Hell no. I got this. I build $1 million of credit with my 3 divisions of me in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why the hell do you stay down? Why do you back yourself in a corner? And why is everything screwed up right now? That sucks. Okay, when I created the dashboards for T or W, became Asperian, all I looked at TransUnion doing is copying my shit. CBI Equifax doing the same thing. I'm building cash credit reports under tax ID because I'm allowed to. Allowed to. Would you like some? I like $500 million of goodies. You want some too? Everything I obtained and more. We can play, but we're going to play my way for a while. Okay? You see 2 cars and 2 buildings. I see 1,013 divisions. You buy a car. Your way you buy a car sucks. What do? They take that little agreement and you sign it after they sweat you for 5 hours. What you should have did next to your signatures, wrote down, this allows 1 inquiry, all right, and you should have took a picture with your cell phone. You didn't do that. So what happened? You got 9 inquiries, lost $20,000, and you let them kick your assets. That's called silly and dumb, sorry to say. So from now on, we're going to do it my way for a while. Your car will be a write-off to the corporation because it'll be registered to the corporation. Your car will be purchased now or in the future. Tax ID division, all right? So fleet price, tax ID division, write it down. There's a way to buy all cars. That one was $105,000. We got it at fleet price for $72,000. Simple. What do? We're going to win the game of business. You buy a house and car. You do not put 2 people on the damn loan. That's called stupid. If you lose house and a car, don't worry. The creditor reports it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have double shitty credit. You got to plan the problem. And that's the problem. No one's explaining how this all works besides me. That Lamborghini division, lease of a building division, each property division, receive money SS4, no taxes due till we're profitable. Under the Fair Lending Act, 1 card can become 99 more. How many would you like? Would you like $100 million or something? When are you going to learn to play the game to win and quit bringing the pain home to you and your family again and again? So let's understand, all right, all corporate credit is a damn write-off. It's free damn money. All you have to do is maintain the payment. You use itself to pay for itself. What do we look at? We're not stealing from the family, hurting the family. We're basically set up division for the line of defense. And on top of this, we're building a legacy this time. Our goal is to win the game. I'm going to rebuild you. That's my goal. 750, all that up to 100,000 of credit for you. Then we're going to go play with Sparks. 3 of them for 160. If I get you 3 cards at 160 for the corporation, would you allow me to do it 9 more times? Well, that's only $1 million. How about we take the B of A, the Wells Fargo, the Chase, and the gold card? There's only 10 cards I like anyway. The rest I think suck, in my opinion. Up to 5 million. Now we're going to go to the bank. We're going to play with the bank. Why? They want a corporation to be 2 years old in the divisions. So it needs to be filed now. This is bridging the gap. Simple. There are 5 banks that are my favorite. Get up that 150,000 basically checkbook money with no basically hurting the family. And that makes sense to me. But again, it's up to you. I like checkbook money. If you take the divisions to do it right, it's $5.4 million of credit. From here, divisions justify the projection of $1 million. And that's why we got to look at simple to become a certified CFO. Now, a division. Let's understand my system that I developed in the 80s is I can take my history of over $60 million of freaking history, add it to the name of your division. I can establish a experience trend and Equifax instantly. Is that okay? Instantly? After we daisy chain the credit, I'll teach you how to do that from corp divisions, then we'll need a tax ID. All right, debt follows what again? Tax ID and Social Security number. They also build credit reports. I can't write off personal credit, corporation I can't. So if we get a division today, they're going to cost you $499 each, 3 for $14.97. If it was done during the webinar, you get 3 for $9.99, 9 for $24.99. During webinar, you're going to get 3 times that. That means you get 9 for $9.99, 27 for $24.99. During the webinar only. There's your Zell once again. So now specialty classes. Tomorrow, all right, and today, I have specialty classes all the time, 9:30 in the morning. Tomorrow, we're going through the division process, divisions, subdivisions as well. Step by step, how to do this as well, too. What we're going to do. Now, here's something you could do right on now. If you want basically level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes for the next 12 months, this is the whole year of 2025 and the rest of this year, all right, if it's done right away. It bills out at almost $16,000. If it was done during the webinar, it is $1,999 as a bonus to you now. That means you get level 1, 2, 3 in specialty between now, the rest of this year, and next year, period, which is over 12 months. That's a Zell if you did it right away. Now, you have some credit reports in front of you, hopefully, or your analyzation in front of you. We sent you this. So what happens is we're going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you exactly, we analyze you, your score, your number, and everything else about you. We're not going to call out your name to embarrass you. All right, the goal is the file we're going to look at. What are we going to do? If you have a Capital One card, okay, I need to know what type it is. The file or online, the credit bureaus will say Capital One. Is it a combo card? Walmart, Capital One, and basically they fired each other. Is it a platinum? Is it basically a Quicksilver One, Venture One? We need to know the answer to this. You got called before the analyzation yesterday. You got an analyzation, now you're stuck with me. What does this get for you? Very simple. I need you to basically understand you're going to get a phone call on Monday. All right, we're going to ask you some more questions. We're totally involved in the program, so for you need to be as well. Now, if you ever screwed up American Express or Chase, it didn't pay them or any collection crap, they won't forgive you, ever. So you'll need a division of you. So write it down. If we look at basically, all right, when it comes to Chase, Chase says if you don't use their credit, too much available, they're not giving you more. As we do this, unauthorized user. I'm an affiliate, just like Credit Karma, just like Experian.com, to 119 creditors. Authorized user are in the way, get rid of them. Trade lines are crap and they're fraud. 4 of you today, you have this trade line crap. You bought someone else's history online, spent thousands for it. You have a $25,000 line of credit with 0 balance. Underwriters and us know that's bullshit. Here's our problem. Fair Lending Act says you can have an authorized user because there's a relationship. When it comes to applying for credit, you're swearing this is yours. It's not yours under penalty of perjury. Isn't that fraud? See, isn't it a lie? But again, what can you say? Your goal is to be a certified CFO. Wrap or rescore, push the score up, create green lights. What does this mean? Whatever we do to push the score, the number up, green lights, that's a possibility of new credit. Again, what do you get to do? Rapid score, it is a bonus when you sign up in the beginning. You screw it up, jack it up, basically you pay for the next one. All right, it is $4.99. Yes, I gave a discount 20-30 minutes ago, but if you didn't do it, you blew it. It's back to $4.99. Very simple. It is a Zell. Now, we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. You're not going to always be happy. I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, good or bad, it's the truth. And the best thing about Credit Karma on my new dashboards is we can't lie to each other. That's the goal. If you're in a credit rebuilding program now, all right, you're getting maybe a bonus card for $500 if you paid in full when you signed up. If you did payments, you're not entitled to a bonus card. That's how it works. So again, if you want to sell $4.99 more today, we will actually upgrade you to millionaire in the making. You would receive a corporation if you don't have one, a tax ID, and the reality is you would basically go to class level 1 and setup on Friday and Saturday for 90 days. From here, we go to $5,000 of cash credit for you to reimburse you by times 5. Again, choice. But again, that's credit rebuilding if you're in that right now. What is our goal? Now, this is 5086. So this is number 5086. So this customer has been assigned a number 5086. We're going to look at all the pieces. And this person, if they listen, all right, I can guarantee them 750. But will they listen? We'll find out. So when you look at Credit Karma, you look at the number, you click it, there's a graph. This is your heartbeat of your credit. Believe it or not, the credit is up and down, up and down. It's a heartbeat. So this person has rapid rescore. So let's go over here. Let's understand they have a rapid rescore that ended on 621. They have one green light, maybe one possibility. Now, they're a rebuilt $500 card. Brandy's our floor supervisor. Okay, so she's your specialist. Now, you don't have to do anything I'm about to tell you unless you want to get it to $100,000 of credit. Okay, we just rebuild you and look at all the things. This person signed up on 2/15/2024. When I add history and do rapid, it pushes it up, creates green lights. And so this person decided 2, 4, 5 over here, 2, 4, all right, 7 inquiries over here. They obtain using my history, my rapid rescore, literally, all right, literally here, a car for $47,000 and all this other credit. This is a total violation. This person here should be closed, in my opinion, unless we know why they did all that. And we should actually cancel all those new cards for them because they use my history and my rapid rescore. It's in the agreement. So again, they kind of screwed up. But maybe there's a story behind it. They have one collection item. Again, if they didn't charge off, you might have to negotiate. This person has Mission Lane. Okay, Capital One. Okay, they have Kickoff, which you don't need anyway. And here's a credit one, but it's up to them. We're going to ask a question to all of you again and again. Did you ever have a problem with American Express or Chase? All right, again, rapid. This person would need rapid. But you couldn't get rapid today because these are violations. This is a person that's going to have to talk to Brandy. And we're going to need, well, what is your game plan? What is your plan here? Why didn't you let me do my job? Again, Mission Lane, I would have got you to 5,000. Okay, $500. I mean, come on, these are shit cards. Okay, this is a crappy limit, but what you did is you did. You crashed your rapid, that's why it's in the red. It was going up, up and away. So again, that is 5086. Brandy will reach out on Monday and find out what is your game plan? What are you trying to do here? Okay, you signed an agreement to do what we asked you to do. All right, so here we have, all right, it says Karen, okay, one of our specialists. She's no longer with us, she retired. Okay, this is a $5,000 card. You signed up in 2020, you signed over 2 years ago. Okay, what did you do? You know, some people leave and come back later on. Okay, here we had a 648, 641. So we brought it to 100 plus points. No inquiries here, but here's one here. Why? Again, we have collections. They're little, they didn't charge off, might have to negotiate. Here's care credit for our dogs or ourselves and our teeth. Okay, so we look at these things. If this person put balances here, all right, I can push them to 800. But again, what's happening right here? Okay, listen, look here. All right, January 2nd, 2025, Rapid is in place. You have some green lights. What did Rapid do for this person? Okay, they were below 700. Now they're 750s, 760s. Okay, see what rapid does? That's why you should stay in rapid every time. If you're not in rapid, then the reality is just not going to push up as fast. This is violation. Okay, so what did this person want? What are they doing? What is our game plan? So you'd want to talk to Brandy, our floor supervisor, or Santos, floor manager, and find out what the game plan is. Believe me, they will reach out to you on Monday. Okay, our goal is this. Every morning I have a meeting at 7:30. I call it setting the tone for the day. Here's 5504. 5504. Christopher's your specialist. You signed up on 7/29. All right, here we have rebuilt. There's no bonus card. You're probably making payments. And then a month later, you go after a car. All right, this is basically Chase. Again, I don't know why. Hopefully we knew that before we started Rapid. If not, you crashed it. So we have to do some research here. You have a little collection account to see if we can get it charged off. Here's Capital One. Listen very careful about Capital One. If you log on to Capital One on their dashboard, enter like you're going to make a payment. It opens another page. It says, I want about 4 inches down to the right-hand side. I want. You click it. Opens another page. Second to the bottom on the left. If you change your projections and ask for the increase, there's no inquiry. You can do this every 46 days. Usually about 2 out of 5 times it says yes and goes up. So unfortunately, these are just crappy little limit cards. So bottom line is every one of you should have $5,000 to $10,000 cards, period. It's easier to manage. So the up and down show here. So it doesn't take a lot to balance these. Here we have the roller coaster, up and down, up and down. That's what happens to most people. Click the number, see the heartbeat. Again, what are we trying to do? Here, any Primary Express or Chase in the future, let us know. It says no on the Rapid. I don't believe it. Why? Because they signed up almost, the end of July. Rapid is good for 90 days. So it's in a Rapid. They should have put yes versus no. But again, Christopher will go over this case on Monday. Let's figure out what your total game plan is. What is the game plan? What do you want to really accomplish and do? Okay. Here is 5503. 5503, we look at. Here's some green lights. You sign up here to rebuild. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. You have no open accounts. All right. You have 2 little collections. I will push you up and I will build you credit as well. Here we have literally 58 points. Here we have 18 points. What are we trying to do? So Brandon is your specialist. He'll reach out to you on Monday to find out what our game plan is. What are we trying to actually do? We should pop some credit. When you have nothing, I can usually do that almost every time. I don't need an open sky most of the time. From here, we have 5502. This is a person here. They're a rebuilt. Brandy, floor supervisor, $500 bonus card. You did an inquiry on 5/26. Okay, why? Okay, I want to find out why, but you didn't get the card anyway. So here you did it, and I could have got the card. You did it, and why would you do it? You would have crashed your Rapid rescore. Okay, this is probably not in place now. These are a bunch of collections. Most of them are small. See if we can push them off. USAA Credit Union, 45%. So this can all be balanced. But does this person want to do more or just want us to go after the rebuilding process? It's all up to them. I look at everybody trying to get them least 100,000 of personal credit. That's what makes sense to me. Pushing it up and away. Any Primary Express or Chase, once again, we always want to know the answer to that. All right, in case we position it for one of those cards. 5501. All right, what do? We look at the number, we click it, and we're going downhill. Up and down show. The up and down show. There we go. Okay, what do we look at? No green lights. We're maxed out on a little crap card from Capital One for 139%. This can all be balanced if this person wants to. You're late. A late payment kills your credit. All right, sell something, do something. Please don't be late on a card. Okay, I want to build you up and away. We can remove this. We can push you to 700 score, maintain payments. Now, if we basically challenge the late payment, that's your credit one. They'll close the account. And there's ding-dongs on TikTok. You can remove your late payment. Yeah, if you want to lose the card, go for it. That's what they do. So again, We need 3 positive payments on this. Okay, it's not a very expensive thing to do. This can all be balanced, but it'll be up to you as well. Okay, from there as we push it up and away. That is 5501. Brandon will reach out to you on Monday as well, usually after about 10 o'clock. 5500. You have no score in Equifax. It's probably the address on Credit Karma that's off. They will look at it. They will fix that. It'll merge it over usually. So we look at rebuild, rapid. From here, we have a little bit of collections and no revolving. We'll fix that part, build a card, build it up and away. But didn't say you actually get one, so I don't know if you do or not. So again, going after the negatives right now. So from there, any problem, American Express or Chase. Okay, you have some green lights already, and we're flatlining across the board. So this is what we need to do. So I would say, you know, you're in a rapid rescore, believe it or not. It'll kick in, it'll push it up and away. Christopher will reach out to you on Monday as well. That is 5500. So again, we got to push it up and away. Here's 5492. 5492. Christopher's a rebuild. Okay, you lost 20 points. Here, 18 over there. Let's see what we got going on. You have a brand new rapids in place now. All right, all the way to January 2nd, 2025. You have no green lights. So we look at this. Okay, it was just submitted. All right, you did an inquiry. Oh, goody. Let's hope we didn't crash our rapid rescore. Okay, that's why we're probably dropping here. We were going up and away, and all of a sudden you applied and crashed it. Plop. Crashed and burned. So what do we look at? We always, authorize user Navy. Again, I like to position people for Navy. Again, you have to be military or something. I was government program, so I got my Navy account. Again, whoever it was, thank you for service. From there's authorized user. Okay, you don't need it. See, here's an authorized user at 93% was making your score go down even more. You really don't need it. This is here Symphony. Okay, we can go after that in a little bit. See if we can increase the limit of that. You have Chase, no problem. At least we have big, solid, big cards. I like that. You can actually take some of this on the bottom and balance it across the board if you want to. But again, it's just a rebuild. Okay, we just work on the rebuild. But I could get you 100,000 of credit. Any problem, American Express or Chase, let us know. No current green lights. You're dropping, probably because you crashed the rapid. We'll have to look at that on Monday. Again, that is 5492. You need to know what your game plan is. Here we have 5085, 5085. We have a rebuild. They get a bonus card of $500. Brandy, floor supervisor, because you paid in full. From here, we have a lot of little collection accounts. I always look to see if I can find Chase or American Express. All right, Wells Fargo, 2,000 card. Won't take much to increase the limit or pay it down. Again, Capital One and Walmart. They're breaking up because they're mad at each other. Here, any problem, American Express or Chase. Rapid was good till 618. All right, so it was pushing you up. Now it's going to go down. That's what's happening here. Stay in rapid rescore the whole time. Okay, believe me. All right, it'll help your score go up and away. Get some cards. Go back here, negotiate this, negotiate that. Get to the 750. Let's build some more. And that's the ultimate goal. Okay, we have to basically struggle a little bit. From here is 5388. Okay, 5388. And we have a Chase. All right, 4,000 card, 21%. I popped this person cards yesterday, 2 of them. You got to, rebuilt and bonus card, no problem. We already got your cards. Put a little balance on them. They'll show up and we'll push you to 750 score. That's the ultimate goal. But again, you said you wanted more credit. That's why we popped the extra card, 5388. Make sure you get the extra credit. I would hate to shut down those cards, which I don't want to. 5203. What do we have here? Brandy's your specialist. Again, you had a 589, now you're at 657. All right, you did an inquiry. Why? Using my history, you got 5,000. That's nice. I'm glad I could help you and get an inquiry when you're not supposed to. All right, so you signed up on 417. Rebuilt 500 cards. So let's find out about this. Did it crash or rapid? What did it do to us? Here's some collections. It is Chase, so this will have to be a yes. What about American Express? You could balance all this across the board. We can push you to 750 score and get you more. Rapid was working, 47 points. Again, your Rapid is good to 821. It was pushing up, now it's going to be dropping a little bit. So I would recommend get back into Rapid. All right, let's push it up even more, but that's up to this person. That's 5203. All right, how much do you want? You just get a bonus card anyway for 500 bucks. When you want more than that, but again, that's up to this person. That is 5203. 5495. 95, you click the number on Credit Karma, you got some red, you're basically negative 15. Here we're going up, so right now we're playing the push me, pull me show. Let's see what we got here. Credit One is $13 card, 95%. Credit One on their dashboard, go to offers, it'll increase your score. They will charge you a little bit, 20 bucks or so. From here we have Ford Motor, these collections here, let's see if we can get them charged off. Okay, and push them around a little bit, see what happens with that. Chris is your specialist. You can actually balance all this here. Most of these are little cards anyway. And then from there, we can push you to 750 and go around these things and eventually get them charged off or negotiate $1 or $2. Once again, any problem American Express or Chase, your Rapid is good to 1226, 2024, which means it's pushing you up and away. Here's something happened to crash it. We need to kind of look over here. When do these hit? So they might have stopped the Rapid as well. We're gonna have to restart it as well. That is 5495. 5495. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. 5494. We have late payments. See, what happens is auto. The auto, we can dispute the late payment. Capital One credit card, we cannot, because then they would close the card. So it's good that we're current here. On the auto, why don't you call the finance company like Capital One and ask them to do interest payments or put it back to the loan. All right, why be late? There's other ways to play the game to win. Brandy Specialist says no bonus cards. You have basically one card. It's 111%. Go in line again, ask for them to increase the limit, see if we can open the gap. And from there, we got 16 points negative and 57 negative. We got to push you back up and away. Again, says American Express, there's a problem. Chase, no. So again, all we have to do is rebuild this person. But again, would you like 100,000 or personal credit? Do you have a corporation? Would you like to build it up and away? Here is 5051. 5051. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. We'll double check address on Credit Karma. Use it to make this show up even more. It's a bonus card of 500 bucks. Sign up in January 26. And you have little collection accounts. If they don't go away, you might have to negotiate $1 or $2. We look at this, we look down here. This is terminated. Call, get rid of it. Both of these secured, you don't need those at all. See, here's the problem. Kickoff and Chime. For instance, Chime or self-funding. Most of these people came out of my boot camp in 2008 with Speedy Cash, WDirect.com, TitleMax, all that blah, blah, blah. You never needed secured. It says it right there. Everybody knows it's secured or how they do the loans. So it's kind of hurting you. So I tell you to remove it, but that's up to you. Brandy will reach out to you on Monday after 10 o'clock. Any problem with American Express or Chase, we need to know. Okay, always need to know that. From here, if you want, you can Zelle $4.99 today and upgrade your program. That means we'll get you a corporation if you don't have one. You will pay your filing fee. We can get you the tax ID. And we'll put you in class Friday and Saturday, live with me. It will be fun. And we'll give you $5,000 of cash credit. There you go. We can play up and away. So here is 5489. 5489. Rebuild 500 card. Brandon's your specialist. Here it shows 0. So again, I think address problem. Here's an inquiry on 715. Why? Here's a collection for Chase. So that's definitely a yes. What about American Express? Now let's balance this across the board here and build you up and away. And your Rapid was good till 722. You see, this is what I call green lights, ladies and gentlemen. This is the possibility. We want good. We want basically excellent and very good across the board. So this person building credit won't be hard as we push it up and away. but they only get $500 card anyway. So this went 9 points, okay? And right here, it's not showing anything, so we gotta look at the address as well. So again, as we go through this, so again, we gotta look at this, and Brandon will call you on Monday, all right, after about 10 o'clock. What is our total game plan? 50-66. Here we're playing the up and down show. 5 points lost, 8 points lost, up and down, up and down. Here we have, again, we're 100% jacked up. From there, we have all these late payments. This scares me. But again, there's ways to work with each one of those creditors. Do not screw up American Express. They will sue you. They sue everybody. You went after the loans, one main, personal, and everything else. Okay. Well, there's another way to do this if we need to. You want to build supply and vend your credit, turn it into cash. But it's up to you as well. So again, we have to basically make sure that Brandy reaches out to you, see what we're trying to actually do. Your scores are going down versus up based on the late payments. We have 5510. 5510, you don't have Credit Karma, you should get it. This is basically Experian reports, Experian.com. Christopher is your specialist. Bonus card doesn't have one. So again, we're going to 794, 733. I mean, come on. If this person balances all this hell, I could turn around and pop $100,000 of credit in about 2 days. Unauthorized users, just get rid of them. You don't need them. These are trade lines. They're not even yours. Okay, cap one for 30. Okay, balances. So let's push you up as high as we can. Get a corporation, be a CFO, and build some more credit. But again, your rapid is good till the 16th of December. Okay, and you have some green lights, a couple of them as well. So this is a perfect candidate to build $100,000 or $1 million of credit. Now to get everybody to that point anyway. That's half the fun. So we got 5508. 5508, we can ski down this one. 2 points up. And now we go up and down, up and down. We have a rapid good till 1216 this year, no green lights. You could actually take stuff off these cards here and balance this up here. Again, Amazon, it's a little crap card for $600. All right, bringing it down won't be hard to do. Here we have a collection for 2702. All right, let's see what we need to push it off, get rid of it. Here's a Barclays on 831. Okay, it doesn't look like you got the card, but the reality shouldn't apply anyway. You have a Navy. I can position this person for Navy, usually a $30,000 loan, and then basically 2 cards of $25,000 each. So by the time we're done, up to $100,000 of credit, but that's up to this person as well. What would you like us to do? That's why Brandy will talk to you and communicate even more. All right, 5506. All right, you were up. Now you're going down here. No, you're actually across the board the same. Sign up at 215. Rebuilt, brand new specialist. These are just jacked up. Bring them down. They're little cards anyway. Rapid was good till 621. Okay, we'll push it up again and build you up and away. So it's not very hard for this person to do this. No green lights. It's a rebuild. I don't know if you get a bonus card or not. We'll double check that as well. Brandy will reach out to you on Monday or after the meeting called Setting the Tone. From here, we have 5254. All right, you went up a little bit in the score here. Let's check address as well. Brandon was your specialist on this. All right, it still is. You want $1 million in the making with some MIM, millionaire in the making, 10,000 of credit, no problem. We got to bring this down, increase the limit, like I said on the dashboard. All right, and bring it down. Any Premier Express or Chase. Your rapid is good till 923. You have green lights. Again, what we want to do is get to a 710 to a 720 because that'll create in cards from Chase. So as we balance this up and away. Right now we're playing the push me, pull me game. All right, you're losing 2 points right now. This is going up and away. Again, that's the ultimate goal. So rapids in place, get some green lights. Let's see if we can balance this and build it up and away. That way we can get to the $10,000, $100,000 of credit. Okay, Brandon is your specialist. You reach out to you on Monday. Let's make sure we go over the game plan. That's the goal. 5518. 5518, Christopher is your specialist, upgraded to 5,000 line. All right, you basically here, No inquiries, keep it that way, please. We'll go around these as well. This is a capital one. All you have to do is increase the limit again. On the dashboard, there's no inquiry. Any problem, American Express or Chase, your rapid is good till 12:11. You have one barely green light, but you're still being pushed up, and away. We're going to push you past 600 score. That way we can build you some more ultimate goals from you. These are little collection accounts, not bad. See if we can get them to charge off anyway. So if you balance it, we can build you more, but that's up to you. That was 55.18. Here's 52.80. 52.80. So we look at it's a rebuilt $500 bonus card. Brandon Specialist, you were 479. So we already brought you up over 100 points. Not too bad across the board, huh? Again, then we got this inquiry. Why do an inquiry? Why screw this up? Your bankruptcy was discharged, Chapter 7. From there, we want to know if you had a problem, American Express or Chase. Hopefully it wasn't listed in bankruptcy. These are all, I call them crap cards, sorry, but they're all little limits. Bringing these down won't be that difficult if you want to. Your bonus card, $500, you don't have to do any of that unless you want to. The ultimate goal is to push you up, and away. You lost 13 points in the red, 9 in the red here. All right, you had a rapid good till 10-3, but all of a sudden here we have what? This inquiry killed your rapid. That's why you're in the red. So we got to figure out what is your game plan here. The ultimate goal. Brandon's your specialist. We'll reach out to you on Monday to find out what your game plan is. Here's 4171. Again, we have all these late payments. Please understand, lates kill your credit. From here, you got Brandy. She's our floor supervisor, 100,000 of credit. You signed up on 2/13/2024. These are killing your credit. Again, you need 3 in a row on time. This one's 163 points jacked up. Okay, again, we got to figure this out. There's got to be a game plan here. All right, got to be. Any problem, American Express or Chase. So again, we did rapids pushing you up, but we want more green lights and the possibility of solving these problems. Again, she'll reach out to you on Monday. That is number 4171. 4171. Here's 5480. Going up, and away, which is good. Christopher's your specialist, rebuilt. Okay, scores are good here. No inquiries, keep it that way. A little bit of collection accounts as well. See what can be done to get rid of them. If you balance all this across the board, all right, you can push yourself up to a 700 score. Pretty easy. But again, we got to look at these things as well from the collection standpoint. 5480, any problem, American Express or Chase, and you have some green lights, they're good. We can actually get them to very good and excellent. And that's what the ultimate goal should be. From there, your specialist is Christopher. He'll reach out to you on Monday as well. That is 5480. Any problem, American Express or Chase ever, we need to know. 5519. All right, rebuilt. Brandy's your specialist again. Your scores haven't went up because you just signed up. All right, let's see what we got here. Got to go around these, see if we can push them off and get them to charge them off. Your Indigo card, you got 215%. That's a record. That's good. Okay, Discover here. This can be easy balance if you want it to. But again, you're just a rebuild. They'll just rebuild you. Okay. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Again, you have no green lights. We're trying to push you up. 3 points here, not a lot, but here's some more points here. So again, we have to look at what you're looking to do. And basically, please no inquiries. Keep it that way as we push you up, and away. Bringing the debt to ratio of the rapid will get you to the 650, 700. That can be done all right away. 5511. We have an Amex. So please don't be late on Amex. They like to sue people. Okay, we have a collection here, same amount. So you're in collection in this. Well, if you screwed it up, screwed up. What can I say? Hopefully you'll go back and renegotiate it. Here we have an inquiry after you sign up in March 1st, and basically 824. Okay, rebuilt here across the board. That's a violation, but we'll see where you're at. You jacked everything up too, and most of these are little crappy cards anyway. You could balance the bottom to the top, and we can push to the 750. Any problem, American Express? It says American Express is yes. Chase is no. All right, Rapid's been submitted. So we're playing the down show. We got to get to go up, up, and down, not down, 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 down. Again, we got to look at these things here and analyze the late payments killing you. Okay, again, there's any way to be on time or get past that. We don't want to hurt that. Remember, American Express always sues people. Again, $4.99 if you want to upgrade your package today. That means we'll give you a core if you don't have one. Give you the tax ID. All right, class on Friday and Saturday, you're stuck with me. Level 1 in setup and $5,000 of credit. Back to you. The ultimate goal is to rebuild you step by step. Now, that's the ultimate thing today about repackaging. All right, I'm going to go through a couple other things you can look at as well. The ultimate goal for every one of you is get past go, kind of let me build you like Humpty Dumpty. So again, that's the ultimate goal, to rebuild people. Reynolds University, my dream came true. Then I got to die and come back home to you and rebuild it up and away, winning the game of business. Again, as we play this game, got 1,000 steps if you want to learn them. I got classes all the time. From there, I sold that Millionaires Founders Kit. Bonaventure, Los Angeles, 32 years, 5,000 a set. Come on, we can all have an oh shit day. Sorry, I wish it didn't, but it did. But I had to bring the pain home. No, but again, what happened? They stole my life. Rebuild it. So we got choices. You don't have a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, you can call the office, $4.99. You zell now during the broadcast. It's $2.99 to you. I got this thing coming up, the 3-day summit. It is literally 3 days from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is October 25th, 26th, 27th. You can do it online or you can come in person. We're allowing 25 people in the room because we're going to film it all. Hopefully using the new TV show as well. It's free if you did coaching today. From there, the real estate system, financial system, office sales series for $1,000. I give it away for $4.99, and you can save a lot of money if you want to do that too. All books and CDs are free when you sign up for the 3-day summit, or get that as a bonus. So it happens pretty simple. I always say take a picture. I'm doubling the value of the credit during online now. It was done today right away. If you did it online, I'm going to double the credit. Instead of 50, it's 100. Instead of 25, it's 50. Instead of 10, it's 25. Classes for 90 days as well. But again, doubling the credit is good during the broadcast. It is a Zell only. Credit, loan, and money, that's the goal. Corporation should not do business. It should be a management company managing divisions, franchise, and apartment complex. Your ultimate goal should be $10,000, $100,000 a month. When we look at divisions, let's keep this in mind. If you say you want the basically laundromat storage units or an apartment complex, how many divisions would you need? Well, let's see, laundromat, dry cleaning, I need 9, which basically mean 18. I want a storage unit, I need 18, which is 36. Apartment complex, I'm going to need the 72. Based on structure, it's how you basically separate liability. Keep in mind, the corporation should have 1 division, 3, 2, and 1 more. What I put in my system over 30 years ago. All right, daisy chaining the credit to $16 million of credit. The ultimate goal. Each division set up by me personally. Once you sign the paper, we add the history, set up the credit reports for you. From there, after you daisy chain credit, then we'll get you the tax ID. Tax ID separates liability and builds credit reports. Each division is $4.99 each, 3 for $9.99, 9 for $24.99. Today, we're giving 3 times as much if it was Zelled right away, 9 or 27, but it's up to you. There's your Zell. Keep in mind, I don't think you have your time. I think the problem with most people, all right, you don't have your time. You're not controlling that. I believe you should get up an hour every day, earlier every day. All right, I didn't see my file today. Well, I would suggest, Lawrence, call the office and find out when you're scheduled to be analyzed. Okay, if it wasn't in today's group, all right, then it wasn't scheduled to be in today. All right, unless something missed out. So from there, we can figure that out as well. Ultimate goal, find my me time. I would like to make you a money-making machine, but that's up to you. What does that really mean? You basically allow me to work with you, for you, and build this up so I can get you in to become the bank. These are the type of business that I would focus on. Auto income. From there, drive around today, let somebody see, and you look at everything around you and ask yourself a question. Why don't you own these things? I think you should. From there, if you want phone calls with me, there are 3 types. 15-minute is Q&A. From there, the blueprints an hour with your partner of life, and then the coaching on a weekly basis. What happens is when you do the blueprint, past, present, and future, good, bad, ugly, bankruptcy problem, tax problem. We're going to talk about credit, basically from anywhere from Chase or American Express. From there, we're going to look at family, corporation divisions. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die, irrevocable trust, car, house, auto income, cash flow for you per time. If you want a 1 call, an hour call with me, with your partner of life, we charge $999 to do the call. Ultimate goal. From here, coaching. All right, different ways to get into coaching. Maybe you want to understand the boring business that I like. I always took my Wells Fargo cards up to $150,000 of credit. It literally basically took $40,000 off of a card, and I basically did a laundromat or dry cleaners. I got $10,000 a month as an average, $100,000 storage unit, average is $45,000 a month. Apartment complex, $250 down, $75,000 a month. A boring business. I don't want to run the business. I just want to be the bank. I believe most people go to expos, they're stuck like the deer in the headlights. So if you want, let's get to the point you understand. Let's own it, let's not run it. That would be the goal. If you want to get into a 6 weeks coaching program in the beginning, get your feet wet so we can get to basically understand you more. You understand me in the blueprint call. 6 weeks, 1 hour blueprint call with you, your partner of life. We'll give you $25,000 of credit, expedited rapid, all classes level 1, 2, and 3 and specialty. Pretty simple. It bills out at $11,596. It is discounted during this webinar with you for half price of $4,999. If it was done during the webinar, I increased the credit to $100,000. From there, if you went to boot camp, which is the summit, you're getting that basically. If you paid for this, you're going to get that for free. That means those 3 days in the books and CDs, online or in person, is a bonus today. There's your Zell. From there, if you're looking at 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, long-term coaching a little bit more simple, we're going to do what the IRS says. They say 5 million below a small company. Let's target 5 million now. Let's fight and get through that process and get the keys on our first location so we can build it up and away. That would be the ultimate goal. From there, the goal hasn't changed. It's 10,000, 100,000 a month. What are we going to do in coaching? We need you to analyze each week, every 7 days, all classes. We need to do a rapid rescoring calls with me. I'm going to basically set up here a blueprint for you, your list, and I'm going to tell you what to do every week to accomplish your goal. You don't have to think, just do what I tell you to do, and we'll get there. That's the ultimate goal. From here, this means we're going to be looking at projections, limits, daisy chaining credit, talking to creditors as well, and increasing limits across the board. Next thing is, if you want to get into coaching for 3 months, if you paid $8,000 in full, you're getting $100,000 in credit. If you put $1,000 down, you could, but you only get $25,000 in credit. You work out payments during the coaching process. All right, there you go. If you did the 6 months, you're getting $150,000, but you have to pay $15,000 up front, $1,000 down, work out the payments, then you're getting $50,000 in credit. From there, if you did a 1 year coaching with me, because next year I'm not doing coaching unless you sign up now, it's $30,000. And I'm going to build you $300,000 in credit. If you only put $1,000 down, worked out the payments, then you're getting $75,000 in credit. All right, that's the ultimate goal. Now, if all you want from me is to rebuild you, okay, let's do rapid rescore. Let's push the score up and away. Let's get you to the class Friday or Saturday or both. Okay, and let's understand raise rules and tools. Let's focus $750. Normally charging $999, give you a card for $500 back. Right now it's $1,000 if you pay $999, but I discount it to $499, so it becomes $500 card. The goal is to reimburse you for what you spent. the ultimate goal. Knowing raise rules and tools, the 750 score, you can get that and maintain it the rest of your life too. If you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee, or we'll take the one you got and build it up and away. Rebuild you personally, set up in level 1 on Friday and Saturday, usually at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. $9.99, 5,000 credit back and all that. 5 times your investment, $24.99, 25,000 in credit. Still 5 times your money back. Analyze, add history, pop credit as soon as possible. That's the goal you want. If you want that, you would be Zelle today. There's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. We can basically do what? You can give us referrals. We'll build more. Or we'll Zelle you up to 10 to 20%. So the ultimate goal for you, if you have a list of referrals, give it to us right away so you get credit for every one of those. Next thing, remember, banks and grocery stores and cities. They bankrupt locations. You never had to bankrupt you. You can learn to play with the right intent not to do fraud. So again, watch all the banks, the cities, the Geicos, and the Sam's Club too. What is our goal? Pretty simple. We never had to bring the pain home. I wouldn't bring the pain home ever. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot, all right, because I got a family to feed. I'm not bringing the pain home, and I don't want you to do it either. Become that CFO, personal business. Program your brain to millionaire status. Look me in that curtain every time. That's the ultimate goal. For me, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. So anything I offer right now, Zelle, now. If you want to call 800-254-9506, I'm sure I got some specialists who would love to talk to you right away. Pretty simple. Keep in mind, I'm online all the time, and basically we're going to have a lot of classes, all right, because that's half the fun to help people and answer their questions too. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.